Tough loss, tough. You know, it's my job as a coach to get our guys ready to play and to compete. It's obviously their job is to execute what we're trying to do. So I didn't do a very good job of that as a head coach, getting our guys ready to compete and battle. And we came up short.
Cuonzo, could you have seen this all? You had 7 days off?
No, I didn't. Because I thought we had really good practices. I thought the guys competed, made shots, made plays. And we did a lot of – now, one thing we did, and we try to spend more time in practice moving forward, we did a lot of tough stuff as far as getting hit with bags, being aggressive. So I just think that's one of the things we got to get through as a team, playing against, you know, physical teams, bumping and banging, but also trying to pound the ball inside aggressively to Dave so he can make plays. But, you know, unfortunately, he got in foul trouble in the first half. But, no, I wouldn't say I saw this coming, no.
What did you tell your team after the game?
It's one loss. The thing I told him, I lost by 41 points as a freshman when I was at Purdue against Indiana. Tough loss. Probably one of the most vivid games I still, to this day, I remember. But you learn from it, you keep moving. It's a tough loss, but the key is you have to learn from it. I think when you look at, and obviously I hadn't watched film, but I think when you miss some easy ones around the rim, I think Matthews missed 2 1-and-1s. It's tough when you have those opportunities. And in some ways, in the back of your mind, you're pressing a little bit because you're trying to get that win. You're trying to make everything count. You have to be, I think what they did, they bumped up our cuts and made it aggressive for our guys to cut. So when you catch the ball, you got to be aggressive and drive to the rim when guys are really pressuring and extend the defense. Got to put your head down and get to the rim. And I think Matthews drove a couple of times, missed a couple, which they were good drives, because that's what you have to do when they're pressuring you. But again, you have to be able to get the ball inside to get some production.
What would be your emphasis to practice with Arizona?
We'll watch film on Arizona, but again, compete, play hard, and rebound. That's why I always try to put an emphasis on. And I don't think we did either one. Competed, play hard, or rebound. And that's what the result in this, because you can miss shots, but you can still give yourself a chance to win. But I think it's about us more than anything nowadays, to continue to get better, to work hard, to continue to compete, fight through adversity, and take one game at a time.
What do you make of the inability of your 3 bigs to do much against James? Kind of bully.
Got to keep battling. I mean, just you have to continue to battle. You have to continue to work in the weight room, continue to get stronger, continue to get a lower base, and compete.
You guys you haven't shot well for several weeks.
Yes.
But the turnovers was something you hadn't seen.
Yes.
What do you think happened there?
I think I like to think they're pressure, really pressuring guys, but I think what happens, some guys were handling the ball. They normally don't handle it as much as they did. And it's probably because of their defense, taking away other guys, forcing some guys to handle the ball. And then again, the way they defended, watching from the bench, maybe we'll help off this guy. We don't lead a post and leave a guy in the corner for a shot. They probed the offense, and they get a couple steals there, and I thought they did a good job. I thought Goodman did a good job with that. But other than that, I think when you have guys handling the ball, and because of the way they played, shouldn't handle as much, and that was the result.
Coach, looking forward to next game, how do you motivate the guys to pick up pieces when they've tallied this many losses? Do you draw on the victories that you had over ranked opponents earlier?
Always. You know, the thing we talk about, how we played when we won those games, how we competed, and that's the biggest key. Because it's not so much, obviously, they're very talented teams in this league. There were talented teams in the preseason. But a lot of it has to do with how we're playing. If we're playing the way we're capable of playing, I think that's the biggest key. Have to do a great job of boxing out from start to finish, defending your man one-on-one, because that was one of the emphasis we talked about today, and then transition defense. So I think, again, for us is to do what we do and be successful.
Coach, freshman Cody Justice came off the bench and had 16 points and was 4 for 4 from the 3. Was he someone you guys were at all expecting or prepared for?
Well, he was a starter sometime this season for those guys, and he's a guy that can make shots. He does a good job with, you know, the ball screen offense. But I think a lot of those looks, obviously he made the shots, but I think those looks were, you know, I don't think we did a great job. And I know last time, his last 3 he made, he got the ball in transition, hit a 3 by their bench. But I mean, he's a good player.
Cuonzo, what do you think you guys can do to open things up for your
That's what we're working on. That's what we're talking about as a staff. Because I think when you say open up, you still got to be able to make plays. You can draw up 67 different plays. You open it up, and there's opportunities to drive the ball. You got to drive it. If you can score the ball in the post, you got to score in the post. They pressure is what happens. I mean, people have a scouting report. It's like we have a scouting report, and I think we have to continue to get better in some areas. And I think that's the biggest key.
Was starting Harwater because of the fact that they really landed one big, so you might want to go?
No, I was starting Tallwater because I felt like he earned it. Now he didn't make a shot today, but I thought he competed. He's one of the guys that really try to battle and compete. That's why we started Tallwater. Not necessarily who they had as bigs, but it's really about how he played.
Is there any concern about morale or keeping your guys, on track in the middle of a losing streak after?
Well, I think that's always a concern as a coach, even when you lose one or two. But again, you have to continue to do your job, continue to prepare your guys, continue to get your guys better, and work toward getting the victory.